Hello, Let's Do Video viewers. Welcome back and welcome to the boardroom for the first time. Ronja, can you please introduce yourself to our viewers?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, David, for having me. So it's really a pleasure to be with you today. So, yeah, as you said, my name is Ronja Harste, and I'm a product manager at Sennheiser for our business communications team. And I specifically focus on the unified communications, so everything around meeting and conferencing. And yeah, I think our customers mainly work in corporate and education. So that's really my or our home turf where we are, yeah, looking into and trying to solve many problems together with our partners and integrators.
Well, you're exactly the person I want to talk to, and I'm so excited to have you here because I've been a fan of Sennheiser for years on the consumer side. You have a great name with consumer gear, and I've always wanted to have you in my fancy business boardroom here. But I
Ooh.
don't cover consumer. I cover business communications. It has to have the word team in it for me to be interested. And I was at the
Mhm.
trade show and I went to the Sennheiser booth and I see all this wonderful TeamConnect gear, TeamConnect family. Sennheiser's in our world. So I need to learn everything about, can you tell me what I need to know about TeamConnect?
Yeah, definitely, David. Yeah, TeamConnect family. So, I mean, where we really started or where our DNA is really placed or coming from is really on high quality audio microphones. And that's also how it started, let's say, with our TeamConnect ceiling microphone, which at that time was really something really new and positioned really in the high-end section for really high-end audio meetings and lectures. Yeah, that was really, let's say, the starting point. But as you know, we have been mainly focusing on large meeting rooms, lecture spaces. We have universities where we have several ceiling mics placed. And what we also really wanted to focus on is to have, in the end, that was really our ambition to have audio solutions for any size of meeting room to solve really problems in the small huddle spaces, mid-sized spaces, and large spaces. So for us, yeah, it was a huge opportunity with developing our TeamConnect bars to, let's say, fill that gap and be able to offer solutions of any size, but also configuration preference for our customers. There are some customers who have already existing AV environments, as you know, and they like to integrate our products with their existing media control systems or software solutions. Then the ceiling mics are a perfectly integratable device. But with the TC bars, we saw also a very interesting opportunity to offer also all-in-one devices. And yeah, as you can remember, specifically since the pandemic,
Mhm.
what really became next to audio much more important is the video part. And yeah, that was something where we really saw an opportunity to bring our expertise in audio into those video solutions as well. That was really the ambition we had there, bringing this new product line to the TeamConnect family.
Well, there's a few things there that I'm really excited about. First of all, the company's Let's Do Video. I focus on video. This is our video boardroom here. We're doing a video, but I always say the most important part of video is audio. And people think what I mean by that is, oh, well, if the video broke, we can continue the conversation. If the audio broke, we have to reschedule. That's not what I mean. It's not an on-off thing. It's quality. If the video quality is bad, yeah, who cares? If it's really bad, it might give you a headache. But if it's a little bad, if it's 720 instead of 1080, most people won't notice. If the audio quality is bad, you start to feel tired. You don't realize it, but you're focusing trying to make out what people are saying, and you can't focus on what you're trying to do in the meeting, and that half an hour meeting feels like 2 hours. You don't just need good audio, you need superior audio. You need Sennheiser audio. So the fact that Sennheiser is bringing the audio to our new post-pandemic world is exciting to me. And the second point you made is the small and medium spaces, because in my world it used to be just all about the massive boardrooms,
Hmm.
and there's there's one or two of these per company, but they were important. That's where we developed everything. But now every space is video because half the people are home half the time. So we need the medium, we need the small, we need all the different sizes, and they have to be easy. And that's why I like the fact that it's a family, because we have the bars with the speakers, so we get full coverage. You're not having to pick and go through multiple vendors to get all these different things. Just go to the family and get your small rooms. So should we get into? I have a couple more tabs here. I went, I stalked your website and looked at all the good stuff here, but we have obviously, I'm excited about the bars. Video used to be so hard, and a good quality video bar makes it so easy. If it's a small enough room, it even handles the audio. But I gotta say, there's a lot of video bars out on the market. What sets Sennheiser apart?
One potential we really saw, and we heard from customer interviews talking to partners, where there was still a shortcoming, especially when approaching medium-sized rooms, was on the one hand the audio, where we really saw we can bring a benefit based on our experience. But on the other hand, I talked to a lot of customers and they said, okay, now after the pandemic, we come back to our offices, and yeah, the world has kind of changed. Yeah, maybe room designs have changed. There's need for additional scalable solutions. And that's where we thought, okay, really a network like Dante could provide really another step in flexibility and integrating those bars into the meeting spaces, which is why it's the first video bar with integrated Dante. And that's also a bit the background of the TeamConnect family in general, is that in the end we have every product is on its own, but you can also connect them in a way that it's bringing more flexibility to our customers. For example, if you have a mid-sized meeting room, which is slightly larger, where you would think, okay, a bar can maybe get to its limits, then you would, for example, have the chance to connect a ceiling microphone in addition for some additional coverage. I heard, especially when people having workshops or more interactive meetings, then it's nice because you have much more freedom of movement with the ceiling mic, but really all connected in one with one system. So yeah, that was really the idea, and that was also the feedback where partners and customers said, okay, this is really interesting. I see a lot of interesting use cases there, which I couldn't solve right now with our existing bars. And on the other hand, I think setup is a topic we are not talking enough about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I switched over the background as you were talking about the ceiling mic. I love ceiling mics. I love getting the cables off the table. I love not having to worry about, am I like we're having to do right now. The ceiling mics, I'm a big fan, and obviously having it integrated from the same vendor is a big advantage. But let's get into control. Um, it's all about the software. It's all about the control. It's not just the devices themselves. So what can you tell me about Sennheiser Control Cockpit?
Yeah, control cockpit, that's definitely one of my favorite topics, because I mean, think the products are great as is, but I think with control cockpit you can add or enable so many other benefits. So first of all, I think the big benefit is that you have one remote management platform. So all our products can be found there and integrated. And you have even the options for some multi-device settings. So for example, you do not need to click on every TeamConnect bar or ceiling mic to update it or to adjust some settings. You can, yeah, do that via our remote management platform, which I think is really an advantage. And but I mean, that's the reality. There are also really large companies which would like to integrate our bars into their software. This is also possible. So we have really an agnostic approach. And for that, we have then also some integration guides where you can use our API and integrate our commands, let's say, into another software platform. That's also possible, but I think there's still a very big benefit in using Control Cockpit. Yeah, so specifically when we launched the bar, for example, we looked into different options to enrich the performance or the possibilities to adjust the TeamConnect bars to the room. So, for example, you have the chance to choose from specific sound profiles depending where the product is mounted. So yeah, as you know how physics work, it's really, really different if a bar is placed on a wall or on a tabletop where you have different kind of reflections. There we have specific sound profiles where the microphone and speaker performance is optimized. But of course, we know our AV integrators or admins very well, and they have always the chance for fine-tuning in EQ settings. So there's a lot of room to improve. And
Nice.
also, yeah, and also when we, for example, have a TeamConnect bar with a ceiling mic connected, you can also set some auto mix priority settings. So, for example, you can put some setting which is a preferred microphone. There might be some customers who say, okay, if I use now a TeamConnect bar and a ceiling mic, then I would like to increase or focus, use the ceiling mic as a preferred microphone and maybe set the bar internal mics, set the gain down. That's also possible. And I mean, with camera itself, also a lot of new settings came to our cockpit to really adjust it to the room environment, like lighting and
Nice. There's a few things that was a lot that I like that you just said there, but a few things that matter to me now that, maybe wouldn't have mattered so much in the past. First of all, the reason that this is so important to me is when I'm evaluating video bars, ceiling microphones, any kind of gear, I'm not just looking at the hardware. I used to just, I'd take out two bars and I'd make calls and see which one looked better. And I'd say, this is the better one. Now I'm thinking about the development team, because the bar I buy, it's going to have a feature update. It's going to have software updates for the next 5 years. And it's going to be a new bar next year, basically. And so it's about the development team. And we know Sennheiser's got a good development team. So I'm more interested in the brand than I used to be. And I'm more interested in how I'm going to update these things. It used to be, like I said, we had the one boardroom. Oh, okay, fine. I'm going to send my IT person, send him or her into the boardroom once a year and say, update the boardroom. Now every single space is video enabled. I'm not sending someone walking around to 6,000 rooms. I want one button to press. I want a control cockpit. So this type of software, it used to be a nice to have. Oh, a vendor has a control so you can remotely manage. That's nice. Now it's crucial. It's essential. So I'm really glad to see that this is in place. For our viewers who are new to Sennheiser in the business communication setting here, anything else that we need to cover?
Yeah, I think I haven't even introduced the full family. So I've talked about TeamConnect seating mics, about TeamConnect bars, but I think there's also a small but really interesting and impactful device, which we also have in the portfolio, which is the TeamConnect intelligent speaker.
There we go.
And yeah, exactly. It was one of my first projects when I started working with Biscom. And I think it's really nice entry-level solution, I would say, which you can use specifically for small meeting rooms. And on this product, we collaborated together with Microsoft. So if you see the device as is, you would think, okay, this is a speakerphone like we know from Jabra or from EPOS, for example. But when you have a closer look, I think the interesting thing is that thanks to the collaboration with Microsoft, we have integrated some of Microsoft team features, which I think make it also really interesting. And for example, you have the chance to add a voice profile of your voice in Microsoft Teams settings. And when you then join the meeting using the TeamConnect Intelligent Speaker, you would see the transcription of the meeting. This, I think you all know this feature in Microsoft Teams. But when you have a voice profile, you would also assign or see in the chat directly who is talking, which
Oh,
makes it more meaningful, right? So for people who read the transcript, yeah, it really makes a difference which person said something. So yeah, I think that's really nice to have these integrated Teams features, which is
that
all
is
why it's
intelligent.
called intelligent speaker. Yeah.
Yeah, people complain about that because we love our transcripts, and when we're in a Teams meeting for a room, like say this size, we have 6 people, and if someone, someone else is in the Teams meeting and the transcript it says Bill said this, Susie said this, Tom said this, meeting room 7 said this, meeting room 7 said this, and it's like, wait, there's 6 of us in meeting room 7. Who in meeting? It doesn't help me to know that meeting room 7 said. I need to know what David said. And I haven't seen a lot of good. I'm not saying no one solved that problem yet, but I haven't seen a lot of solutions for it. I see a lot of transcripts that just say meeting room 7. So the fact that you're working with Microsoft to make that, that's a big problem to solve. That's very cool.
Yeah,
Uh,
thanks. Yeah.
anything else about the intelligent speaker we need to cover?
I think that covers it quite well. And I think it fits well into our overall proposition, having those solutions for different room sizes. So yeah, let's see what the future will hold for us.
Yeah,
I
like I
know,
said
but
before, it's nice that you have the family. So yeah, if I'm in a bigger room, a ceiling mic is a little much for a little tiny room. I just I want the intelligent speaker on. But if I do have the bigger room, yeah, I don't want to have to daisy chain too many tabletop speakers. So it's nice I could just go to the family and see what fits for my room. All right. If anyone needs to learn more, we'll have some links in the chat. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for being here. This was really fun.
thanks so much, David. Yeah, good to talk to you.
This was great. Thanks, everyone. Please like and subscribe.